everyone. I'm Dottie, Stitching Scotty, and this is Winston. Happy Halloween. Welcome to our 5th Flossiversary episode. This is Flosstube number 236. And I started on Halloween in 2020, and now it's 2025. So thank you so much for joining me. For those of you that have started from video 1, which was really a bad video, I just really appreciate that you actually came back. Appreciate it so much, and Winston's glad too. I hope you'll like and subscribe, and I hope you'll see something you like tonight, because we have a lot to show you. And like I said, we have a lot to show you. This is Striker, and he wishes you a happy Halloween also. We have been to another retreat, the Bootiful Stitchin Kitten retreat. That was just so much fun, and we'll tell you about that. I have some Halloween stitching and some non-Halloween stitching. I have a smalls exchange that I got and one that I gave away. I have a picture of that to show you. I also have lots of haul, and well, not a lot of haul. I have some haul, but a lot of table gifts and things. And I also have a Shopify featured shop and an Etsy shop to feature. So thank you so much, and we've got 2 free patterns, and hopefully we'll go ahead and get started. I'll start first with my book of days, and this is our October, and I've gotten lots of stickers. I got this one from the Miss Parkman's Academy of Needlework retreat, and just a whole bunch of neat stickers that people have given me, and some that I've just acquired. Only had one day I didn't stitch, so that was good. So let's see what we've got that we stitched on. The first thing I stitched, start with my whips today, is a classic haunt, and this is by Hands On Design. It's Trick or Treat. I stitched on this when I was on the plane, and this is oh goodness, 32 count, and I'm not sure exactly what color this is. I mean, I know it's lavender, but I don't know what company dyed this. But I'm using DMC floss, and I did a lot of ripping out because I started on this end of treat and that end of treat, and they didn't meet up, so I had to take them out. So I've enjoyed doing this one. Hopefully I'll get this one done, even though today's Halloween. And I used 2 strands of DMC over 2 on the 32 count to make it show up. So that was a fun stitch, and I really enjoyed it. I would have stitched on it more, but like I said, I've been gone, and there were some days I didn't get a lot of stitching done. Okay, next I stitched on Judith Kirby's Victorian's House number 9, and this was one of my unicorn pieces, and isn't that pretty? I just love this. I did learn that this is not one that you want to take to a retreat, because I took it to the retreat to stitch on. This is on a piece of fabric that I probably bought at an EGA sale a long time ago. It was in my stash, and this is how much I've got done. I got a little bit more done on the house. I had to rip a good bit of this out and do this part over right here. But I think this is coming together really nice. I really like this. And this one, because the pattern's so old, there's some places that I used 3 strands for shading, and there's some I use 2 strands, and then some I do half cross stitches. So it really is a fun stitch, but you have to concentrate. And it's on 28 count, I think. No, 32 count. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully I'll get that one done pretty soon. It's getting close. Really getting close. So that's really nice. And it's not my favorite piece of fabric, but you know, it was in my stash and it looked spooky, so I thought, hey, that'll do. And then next at the retreat, this was a really good one to stitch on at the retreat. This is Haunted House Trio by Waxing Moon Designs. And the one I'm stitching on is Creepy, right here. The one with the house and the witch and the cat and the bats. And this one is on a piece of 28 count raw linen that I had in my stash. And I got a good bit done, because if you notice, I just barely had the house done last time and part of the tree. So I did get some good stitching done while I was there. I like the little grave markers here. And yeah, this is really cute. I would have finished the tree, but I did not have the color. And I didn't know it when I went over to the Stitchin Kitten to shop. So I'll have to get that and then finish that up. But it's 2 strands over 2, and I'm using a mix of Weeks Dye Works and DMC floss for that. I used DMC for what I didn't have, and Weeks Dye Works for what I did, just because I thought it was just so pretty. Okay, and the next one is almost embarrassing to even show. There's so little done on it. This is one that I have to be at home when I'm stitching on this, and I can't be really tired because there's a lot going on. This is called I Am a Custodian, and it's part 1 from the Black Needle Society, and it's by Catherine Landis. And this is it. And you know, I went to Highclere Castle, and I thought, you know, I need to get that out and finish it. Now, Olivia, Southern Yankee Stitcher, just showed hers finished, and she did everything. I thought maybe she had just done just the castle. I didn't know that she'd done all of this too, but she's done everything. So I just feel very ashamed. I've got this on, oops. I've got this on a piece of 36 count. And it's Affogato by Fiber on a Whim. And this is my big start. Olivia, I'll just be sending this over to you. I need to do a little bit. Maybe I can work on this like 30 minutes a day or something, because it really needs to be done, especially since I've been to Highclere. And it's such a beautiful pattern. And I'm using 1 strand over 2 threads. But yeah, that's just really embarrassing. And I'm using all DMC except for the one gold. I'm using Accentuate for that. All right, and the last one that I stitched on, this one is part of my whip go, and I was gonna stitch on, I had to pick a winter stitch. And when I got back from England, I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't even done my other whip go piece, and the month is running out. So I had to stitch 4 days in a row on this one. And this is from Heartstring Samplery. I had to find this one because I couldn't find In the Light of Winter, which is the one I wanted to stitch on. But this one's an old whip, and I thought, well, you know, I need to get this done too. Well, I got a little bit done in 4 days, and the reason I don't have any more done is because I was very sleepy when I got home, and it seemed like every time I would get home from work, I would just fall asleep stitching. And Dolores knows exactly what I'm talking about. Oops. But this is what I got done, because I didn't have much of the house done. I got all of this done, so at least I got that done. And then it seemed like I had some of this done also. But I'm proud of what I do have finished, but yeah, I was hoping I would get way more done. It's on 28 count natural raw linen, and I'm using 2 strands over 2 of Gentle Arch thread. And that's what I got. Okay, and I did meet my whip go goal, even though, you know, I count a day is what I have time to stitch. And this was you know, I had to count falling asleep time this time. And I've got one more that I stitched on while I was waiting somewhere. Oh, I know. I was waiting here and there, and then I do this one at work sometimes when I have a little time, because it's not, you know, there's not a lot to carry. But this one's from Val's stuff, and it's called Who Dat. And if you notice, I just had part of my owl done and one of the wings, and this is on perforated paper. I always want to say perforated, but it's perforated. And this is what I've got done. He's almost finished. I just like the rest of the border and the background, and that's it. So hopefully I'll get this one done pretty soon, because I can use him for autumn too. And I'm using 2 strands over 1 block of paper. And see, that's what it'll look like when it's finished. Isn't he cute? Just really cute. And I've got the googly eyes to stick on there too. So that came with the kit. All right, so that was my stitching. And you know, I did get a good bit done. I would get more done I'm sure if I would just stitch on one thing, but excuse me. But you know, it makes me happy to just skip around and do different things. All right, now I showed my Hands Across the Sea Whip Go Goal in my last video, number 236, and I stitched on 2 different Hands Across the Sea pieces, Mary Clayton and Emily Foster. So hopefully, you know, if you hadn't seen that video, you could go back and see the Miss Parkman's Academy of Needlework retreat. That was very much fun. It was in England, and you'll see my whip go goals that I met there. Okay, so now let's talk about the retreat, the Bootacular Stitchin Kitten retreat. We got there, and I dropped something already, so see, it's not a video if I don't drop something. Excuse me. We got there, and you picked up you checked in at the shop, and you picked up your name tag and your bag. And my name tag's disappeared. Hang on. Well, it'll turn up. Okay, but anyway, this is a Bootacular Stitchin' Retreat from the Stitchin Kitten. This is our bag that we got. We got this cute little sticker, which I'm going to stick in my book. Isn't that cute? We got this cute little party duck. If we mess up, instead of frogging, we have to go get a duck. And this time I didn't collect a lot of ducks. Yay! All right. Then we also got this pack with 32 count linen and all the fabric. And this was especially dyed for us and for the Stitchin Kitten retreat. So that was nice. And then we got this little bag with all kinds of goodies in it. It had the sticker, of course. It had this leaf puzzle. Isn't that cute? Oh, it's upside down. Sorry. Leaf puzzle with a little fox. We had a marker so you can mark your stitches off. Had a fall sticker. A Bootacular Stitchin Kitten retreat needle minder. Isn't that cute? Some snips. And goodness gracious. And another sticker. A little elephant with some jack-o'-lanterns. So I'll have to stick those in my book. All right, so that was good. Then we also got, let me stick that back in my bag. Excuse me again. We also got several patterns from them. Okay, I'm going to have to insert a picture of the pattern, the featured pattern that we have. It's no wonder I couldn't start it because I can't find the pattern. So I'm going to have to ask her if she's got an extra pattern because I lost mine. That's unusual. So I'll insert that here. All right, we also got the Candy Pop Bat. This one's by Bad Stitch. My finger was covering it up. We got, I can't even pronounce this, Valeria's Lantern, and it's a mythical cross-stitch design. We got Color Me Amy cross-stitch, and it says Meow Purr Hiss. That was my favorite. Merry Friday the 13th by Stay Platinum Stitchery. We got Mr. and Miss Dracula by Dirty Annie's. Pumpkin Tower by Lola Crow. Eek by Spooky Stitchin. Bristol Inspired Drum, Mary E. Lomax, and this one's by Violets and Verses. Isn't that pretty? And Boo You from Annie the Proper Stitcher. So that was good. And the cat pattern. So that was 10 patterns in all that we got. So that was nice. Okay. Then we did a smalls exchange. Excuse me again. And I'm going to, I will insert a picture of the smalls as they were lined up. Rebecca and Caroline from the Stitchin Kitten, which they did a great job. They put everyone's in a paper bag, and they put 2 or 3 little hints on there. So you can pick. And so I participated. They had 2 different smalls exchanges. You could do the Halloween or you could do the fall. So I participated in the fall. And I will insert a picture of mine and the lady that got mine. I got hers and she got mine. It was Luann, and she goes to Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading like I do. And she gave me this beautiful piece. Every stitch tells a story. Isn't this pretty? And this is, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is on a, I don't know if it's Paisley and Polka Dots or Chantel 141 board, but it's really cute. I really like it. So that's going to go in my stitchy room. And it's on Ada, and it's 14 count. No, yeah, I think it's 14 count. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? Thank you so much, Luann. Okay, then I gave her a Flip It from November one year from the Lizzie Kate. I think it was like Flip It Squared or something like that. And I will insert a picture of that here, as she already has that. That was a lot of fun, and there were a lot of sweet people there and nice people, and I enjoyed meeting them, and I especially enjoyed seeing my table mates, and they gave me some great gifts. Excuse me again. Millennial Stitches was there. Millennial Fabrics was there, and I got this beautiful piece of fabric. It's 36 count linen, and it's called Cocoa Pod. And this is what I got. Isn't that pretty? And then it's a fat quarter. Then I got this from the Stitchin Kitten. Caroline designs these. It's Puppy Love, and this is a picture of her puppy. And this is her puppy. That's what she drew of her puppy. And this is how the county cross stitch came out. Isn't that cute? And it says, "You make my tail wag." So I had to get that. Then I saw this. It was from Wildflower Stitching. It's called Winter's Blessings. And I think that's just beautiful. So I really like that. All right. So that was, oh no, I lied. I got a Halloween needle minder. So I'll have that all ready for next year. I got a Stitchin Kitten needle box. And I got this Home Sweet Home needle minder. And also these cross stitch needles from Lori Holt be in my bonnet, because nobody can have too many needles. So that was fun. And I've never tried those, so I thought, well, I'll try those. Excuse me. And then I got this Halloween bag. Isn't that cute? And this was handmade by Melissa Coons of Rusty Hinge Stitchery. Isn't that cute? I just thought those witches on the brooms were just really, really cute. And there's the inside. You can never have too many Halloween bags. All right. Then I got this one from Hand to Heart by Gail. Isn't this cute? I love this Grinch bag. My daughter Jeanette loves the Grinch. She does. And it's just bright and happy and Christmassy. And I'm going to put my Christmas project I'm going to work on this next month in this one. But then Gail came up to me. She is, she is Hand to Heart by Gail, and she has an Etsy shop. And that's our featured Etsy shop today. We also have a Shopify shop, which is Stitchin Kitten. And I'll talk more about them in just a minute. She has project bags. And this is the project bag that she gave me. Is that not beautiful? Look, it's quilted and it's very sturdy. And it's got this beautiful charm. And it says, a zipper pull. And it says, she believed she could, so she did. Let me turn it around so you can see it. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? And look at the back with the beautiful quilting. She makes just exquisite bags. The stitching is just perfect. So I highly suggest that you go and check out Gail's bags and notions. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. Thank you so much, Gail. Thank you, thank you. And then her friend Jolene also had made a bag and gave me that. So Gail gave me this one from her shop too. And isn't it cute? It's for smaller projects, you know, like a classic haunt. And I just love the little owls. Just so, so cute. Love it. Thank you so, so much. Now remember, really good quality bags. So be sure and check out Hand to Heart, and I will link that below so you can go and check out her Etsy shop. Just love it. Okay. After that, I got table gifts. And some of them were very unique but useful. So I really enjoyed that. I'm going to start out with one. Okay, this right here is very handy. Every stitcher needs one. And it's a holder, but it's also to pick up your needles. It's magnet, and it extends, and you can reach on the floor to pick up your needles, your scissors, whatnot. And then it goes in that neat little container, which I dropped on the floor. It's, I'm telling you, you know, it's not a video if I don't drop something. Then I got this jar opener or a coaster. It's dual usages. This is fantastic because I had a green one, which is just mutilated because I bought some Gatorade that I couldn't get open at work. And I even took it over to this man that was sitting over beside me that works in the lab. And I said, can you just open this? And he had to use this to get it open because they were like welded on. These are fantastic. And they make great little coasters also. Thank you, Crystal. And Crystal. Okay, then Diana gave me this little bowl holder. It's like if you get a bowl out of the microwave or something, this, you could set it in this and you don't burn your hands. And this one's Christmassy. It says merry and bright, no peeking. And then here it says, may your days be merry and bright. Isn't that pretty? Thank you, Diana. She's so clever. She sews so many beautiful things. Just love them. And then Rhiannon came by. She's North Georgia Stitcher. And she gave us the project tag, a needle threader, and some scissors, and an emery board. Thank you so much. I always need one of those. And I always need scissors because I thought I'd forgotten my scissors. And can you believe it? Then Olivia, Southern Yankee Stitcher, she gave me this bag. I thought she had made it. She said, no, I didn't make that. I bought it. And I was like, oh, okay. She gave me some of these cute cards. Your vibe attacks your tribe. And her mother is one of the ladies in the picture. Then I got candy. And can you believe I hadn't eaten it yet? I'd forgotten it was there. And look at these beautiful counting pens I got. These are so pretty. And I'll be using those this month, Olivia. Thank you so, so much. This is just the cutest bag, and I love the counting pens, and the candy I know will be delicious. And of course, I'd run out of cards, so I'm really glad to get more cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Next, I got this yellow bag from my friend Luann. Goodness, I'm sorry. Goodness. And it has a plethora of things in it. I've got this beautiful bookmark that I can stitch on. I got a floss winder. A little mini composition book. We can always use that to write down the threads that we need and patterns we want. Kleenex, which I needed. And these are very handy. We have wipes. And somebody had these. Oh, it was Dolores that got up and won a prize because she had the wipes. So that was good. Then more candy. Yay. A little picture frame. Isn't that cute? Wait a minute. If I do that. Yeah. And then another composition book. More candy. A lifesaver. A pair of scissors. Oh, and these are nice. I like these too. Another yellow marker. And these stickers are just so cute. And I've never seen them until this year. I got a little black cat and a pumpkin. So I can't wait to use those. And a little gnome scissor holder or scissor protector. See, look at that. And I tell you, she really went all out. And a cat. It's kind of squished. Some floss bobbinators. And I got a thread winder. It's a bear. And some more lifesavers. And an emery board. Thank you so much, Lynn. My goodness. Leanne, that was so much. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing. And a needle threader. My goodness, Lynn. Luann, you just gave way too much. But thank you very much. It was very, very, very appreciated. And this, I think this came from Carson. And if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. Okay, I got some floss and a pumpkin. And this is going to be my orc jar. Isn't that cute? I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so, so much. It's greatly appreciated. Or I could put candy in it. But I think I'll put orts in it. And I got some clips. Purple clips. 3 of them. Ooh. So, thank you very, very much. All right, so that was all the goodies I got. So see, you don't have, oh wait, no, I forgot something. And Dolores gave me this bag, and in it, it has glow in the dark DMC floss, E940. So that'll be interesting to use that, and I can always use another project bag. Always. I think she keeps giving me those because I had one that had a hole in it. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to talk about our featured Shopify shop, and it's the Stitchin Kitten. She has some beautiful patterns like you've seen. She has the little, I will insert some pictures here. Weren't those beautiful? So you need to go check out some of Rebecca and Caroline's products, because they have plenty of floss. They have loads and loads of beautiful, beautiful fabric. They have Ada, they have linen. They also have some older kits and older patterns too, if you've got a unicorn chart that you're looking for. And they have some new things. And they even have some wood items that you can get also, or you can pre-order. And you can find their shop on Shopify, and I will link that below. Okay, now it's time for the free patterns. I have 2 free patterns. One of the free patterns is coming from Caroline, from the Stitchin Kitty Designs. It's called Peek-a-Boo Kitty Freebie. And what you do is you go into Shopify, and you act like you're going to purchase it, and it says 00, and then it'll send you the PDF once you check out. So I will link that below and insert the picture here. Next, excuse me, we have a Bootiful Day by Romy's Creations. And that one is on Instagram, and you just go to her page and you know, pull up all her pictures, and you'll see it it's about 5 or 6 postings away, and you can you know, download that, screenshot it, whatever, and stitch that. So I hope you enjoy those, and I'm going to stick a picture of that in here. Okay, well, happy Flossiversary to me. Thank you so much for all of you that have watched my video for 5 years. Now, something I did want to mention, and I had forgot to mention it in my last video because I was so excited about going to England, was for those of you that are looking for retreats, I have 2 really good retreats that I know about that you can go to. my two friends, Rose and Kim, are hosting a retreat in Disney. And the one in Disney is February the 13th through the 15th. And it's Atomic Tiki Pens will be the guest designer, and has designed a perfect solution with a combination of Valentine's and Disney, and will be at the retreat. She will be the featured designer. So that'll be fun. Plus, you'll be at Disney. So if you're interested, be sure and check that out. And I'm going to link that below. It's called Away We Stitch. And the email that you will email to is awaywestitch@gmail.com. And there's only 5 spaces left as of this weekend. Or last weekend. So you need to go ahead and sign up if you want to go to that one. It sounds like it's going to be loads of fun. Then March 6th through the 8th, during the Nashville market, they're going to be working with Barefoot Needle Arts, and they're going to make sure that you get your purchases Friday evening or first thing Saturday morning, like if you want to pre-order something with them. And they will be at the hotel next to the Market Hotel. So be sure, and they've got a lot of fun things planned for that one. It's March 6th through the 8th. And be sure and email awaywestitch@gmail.com to get more information and let them know that you're interested. So I hope y'all find something. That was called Nashville Boot Scoot Stitch. So I hope it's a lot of fun. I can't go to either one. But I hope you can. Okay. And they're great, great ladies. And they do give good retreats. Okay, now, the next thing we want to do is celebrate my Flossiversary, and I have 5 giveaways, one for each year that I have done a Flosstube. And for those of you that have stuck with me the whole time, bless you all. Because I tell you, it's been strange. Yeah. Okay, the first thing I want to do is, you've got to be over 18 so I can get your mailing address. Please don't say giveaway, free, you know, all the magic words that get all the crazy people started. And let's see. And you need to answer the question, and also put down, you know, the word that I'm going to say. And hopefully you can make up a little sentence or something. Okay? So here we go. All right. Okay, the first thing I have that I want to do is, well, where is it? Okay. All right, I have 2 items. I have a Happiness is Homemade cookbook from 2025. It's got loads of beautiful patterns in it and lots of good recipes. So, I mean, look at this apple tart. Doesn't that look good? And there's loads of chocolate. There's chocolate cake and all kinds of different patterns. It's really, really neat. And if you missed getting one, because I know a lot of people don't get them, this is the time. Plus, there is room at the table by Annie the Proper Stitcher. So if you want this gift, you need to say the word table. Table. Okay? The next one is a Beautiful Things Come Together One Stitch at a Time cross stitch journal. This is by Primrose Cottage. It's got 2 sheets of stickers, 20 project trackers, and a flower basket chart. And this is what the pages kind of look like. And then they've got some notes pages. Well, yeah. We've got notes pages that you could put notes in the front, like you want to keep up with your whips or something. And then your journal page. But it's really a neat journal. And you can use it, you know, as long as, you know, you got your projects in here. And then Thankful for You is from Annie the Proper Stitcher. Isn't that cute? I figured Thanksgiving's coming up, so we got to get ready. So if you want this one, you need to say the word thankful. Thankful. Thankful for You. All right, the next one is, goodness gracious. Okay, the next one is, because Patty Penn and Niecy Lynn are doing Cat the Cardinal Christmas, I'm going to give you this one from Happiness is Heart Made. She's a she's a great designer. I just love her pieces because she has, and I dropped that too. She designs Scotty dogs too. Isn't that cute? Okay, that's what I'm going to stitch while they stitch this. So you can join their stitch along. But now I guess I'm getting you confused. But anyway, a cat and a cardinal Christmas. And then we also have from Annie the Proper Stitcher, Strength and Dignity. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she can laugh at the days to come. And the word that you need to say here is cat. C-A-T, cat. If you want these patterns. And they're beautiful, both of them. Okay. The next one is from Jeanette Douglas, Fall into Autumn. Isn't this pretty? I love those colors and the trim. So, so pretty. And also from Annie the Proper Stitcher, another There Is Room at the Table. Because like I said, Thanksgiving's coming up and it's fall. So if you want this one, say the word fall. Fall. Okay? Nice patterns. Love those. And the last one is a kit. And this is from Cotton and Twine. And it's already in a little wallet or satchel folder. And this one is called Autumn. And it's got the two squirrels and the pumpkin. And look at all those leaves. It includes a frame. It's even got a, oh, no, excuse me. It's got a canvas that you can put this on. It's got all the floss and the Aida fabric. And it's a tan fabric. And there's the floss. So, so pretty. So if you want this one, say the word leaf. L-E-A-F. Now, if you're outside the United States, I'm so sorry, but it's too expensive to mail outside the United States, so I do apologize. But hopefully one of these days we'll get to start that back again. But there are the freebies for you guys, just in case. Okay, so that's all I've got to show today. And just be sure and send me an email. Oh no, wait a minute. That's wrong. Goodness. I'll tell you. Okay, just be sure and comment below. It's getting late, evidently. Okay, and just answer the question, over the last 5 years, which project that I have finished have you enjoyed the most? All right, so answer that question and then say the magic word, either table, thankful, eat, fall, or leaf, depending what yours is. And then the next video next week, I will draw and we will see who wins. And also, I have not been able to send out the last giveaways. Hopefully I will get them out Monday, and I do apologize for taking so long. But I did tell you it would be a while, but when I came back, I didn't know I was going to be so tired I couldn't hardly move. But one person has not replied. I gave away one of these that's Boo You, but I have another one to give away that nobody's claimed. So if you have not replied in the last video, go back to the last video and listen. Please send me an email at stitchingscotty@gmail.com so I can get this in the mail to you on Monday. All right. If not, if I don't hear from you by next week, I will go ahead and put it back in, and we'll draw again later for it. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. And oh, one more thing I forgot. Oops. I've got photos at the end of the retreat, and the pictures that I said I was going to stick in of Stryker and Winston that I did not remember to put in will be in this video. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here lately. But anyway, I had 3 new pieces for my wrap up. I had 3 new starts this month. I didn't have any finishes, except I did finish 9 pillows. I started and finished 9 embroidery pillows and fully finished them. But I didn't count those toward my cross stitch goals because it was embroidery. And then I had 5 fully finished objects other than my pillows. I had 1 no stitch day. I went to 2 retreats this month. I went to 2 stitch-ins this month. And I worked on 15 of my whips. And I had 0 restarts. I participated in the FFO Challenge 2025 and the Whip Go 2025. Everything else fell by the wayside. But we're going to pick up this next month. And I met my goals on number 6 and number 17 in the Whip Go with Emily Foster and Mary Clayton and Baby It's Cold Outside. And I have a total of 130 whips. Yeah. It's supposed to be getting smaller, not bigger. But, you know, whatever. If I don't start it, I can't finish it. So, until next time, happy Halloween and happy Flossiversary to me. Bye-bye.